Welcome back, everybody. It's Fight Night on Versus. Glad you could join us here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. We saw an explosive heavyweight fight, and now a guy we've seen before on Fight Night, Vanes Martirosyan, unbeaten junior middleweight, taking on Dan Wallace.
And you know what? This is very interesting, Nick, because we get to see not only the continuing development of Vanes Martirosyan, but he's got a new team. He's got Ronnie Shields in his corner tonight. First fight with him.
Yeah, and
so,
here we're looking at Dan Wallace. He had nobody in his corner when he came to Vegas. He hired Miguel Diaz as really a night worker, right? The legendary Miguel Diaz to work his corner. No manager, no training. His 11th year wedding anniversary today. The 30-year-old started boxing at 24, had 54 amateur fights.
I hope at least his wife came with him. No,
Yeah,
she did. We met her today.
We saw her earlier. But 2 weeks ago, he's told me he was stressing out and figuring, am I going to be a construction worker or continue boxing? So that's why he took this fight, for the opportunity it presented. But he's in deep tonight.
Yeah, only in boxing could a guy at this level show up completely alone. You know,
isn't that true?
It's just amazing, you know, and it's lonely enough to be in the ring, but you know, to not have anybody that you know in your corner.
Well, at least we don't have to fight through the entourage, right, Wally?
That's for sure. We've done enough of that.
Vanes Martirosyan, 16-0, 11 KOs. If you've been watching regularly, you've seen him on before. From Glendale, California, he's relocated, as Wally mentioned, to work with Ronnie Shields in Houston, Texas. First Armenian-born U.S. Olympian. He fought in the Athens Games in 2004, turned pro at 19. And he is, as we said, unbeaten in his professional career.
Now we'll get a look at the head-to-head for these two gentlemen. See, Martirosyan only 21 years old. Dan Wallace 30, but you know, pretty lightly fought at this point. Pretty much the same in height. The weight's identical. The reach, a negligible advantage for Wallace. And the rules: no 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. Only the referee can stop the fight, and no saving by the bell in any round.
Referee is Russell Mora. We're ready to go. Junior middleweights. Michael Buffer has the official introductions now.
Here at the Hard Rock Hotel Casino of Las Vegas, the action continues as Top Rank Boxing presents Fight Night on Versus. This is a special contest. The 3 judges assigned ringside will be Dwayne Ford, Dalby Shirley, and Dave Moretti. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Russell Mora. 6 rounds of boxing. This is in the super welterweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gray and black, official weight 155 pounds. 9 professional victories on his record, 3 by knockout, only 2 defeats. He's from Adrian, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Flawless Wallace. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, official weight 155 pounds, a perfect professional record. 16 bouts, 16 victories, including 11 knockouts, from Glendale, California. The undefeated Vanes, the Nightmare Martirosyan.
Gentlemen, I've given you both instructions in the dressing room. Belt here is good, belt here is good. Give me a clean, fair fight. God bless. Touch up. Touch up.
Without discounting Dan Wallace, we want to see progression in Vanes Martirosyan under new trainer Ronnie Shields. They're looking, Wally, for a lot of things, and starting with working more effectively off the jab. This guy has a tendency to load up with that big right hand.
Yeah, he does, and he also has a tendency to fall into slugfest, which is, you know, basically what he likes to do. He likes to brawl, and
look at that
Ronnie
jab.
Shields is showing a real good jab. But Ronnie Shields, for those of you who remember back that far, you know, back in the 1900s, one of the slickest boxers around, and you know, he would like to see a little of that slickness.
Oh, right hand. Absolutely stunned Wallace. Wallace has to hold on. He got hit again. He got cracked with a right hand flush and then just stopped cold in his tracks. Hit again, held on, and now he's gathered himself up. But you know what? He come back from this, Wally.
Well, here's the thing that I'm watching right now with Vanes, and that is, in previous fights, After landing that punch, he would just be going hell-bent right now for the knockout. He's staying very much under control.
Very much. He looks absolutely together, putting it all together. Still working off the jab over the top of the right hand. Digs to the body with the hook. Everything is working. Blazing performance from Vanes Martirosyan.
What a shot.
Another flush right hand. I got to give it to the chin or the head of Dan Wallace, and he's not down yet, Wally.
And the heart. I mean, you pointed out before. Here's a guy who wasn't even sure he wanted to fight anymore 2 weeks ago.
It's his 11th anniversary. His wife is here ringside. What a tough celebration this is.
But he's already had about 6 excuses, and there's number 7.
His head really hit that ground. 5. I hope he doesn't get up, but he's crawling to his feet.
8.
That's it.
And the story.
Doctor's got to take a good look. His head really cracked on the canvas once he went down. He broke his fall, but then he really took a hit to the back of the head.
He got hit with some dangerous-looking right hands, and the point I was in the middle of was that he had plenty of chances already in the first minute of the fight to say, you know what, enough, I'm going back to construction. He stood in there and took some hellacious shots.
That's as sharp as I've seen Vanes Martirosyan look. And Wally, in a quick read inside a minute, again, the fact that he put punches together and streamlined those shots so well and then flashed that power.
Well, here, in some ways the numbers tell the story right here. According to CompuBox, Martirosyan outlanded Wallace 20-7, but he landed 9 out of his 18 jabs. 50% of his jabs. Let's take a look at a couple of these shots. I mean, some of these right hands were just frightening. Boom, look at that one. I mean, you can't hit a guy better than that, and that was the first one. You see Dan Wallace almost went down, somehow held it together. He took another half dozen of those before the end of the fight, which you'll see right here, which is another right hand, a carbon copy right hand, and boom. And there's that head snap, as you pointed out, Nick. That was dangerous looking, but he seems to be all right. We'll take another look at it. Yeah, he was just completely outgunned in this fight. Good showing from Martirosyan, but you don't know how much you want to give credit to Ronnie Shields, or you want to, that's Vanes. That's the way he fights.
Man, he went and made that fight. He just absolutely devoured.
But he loves to punch.
Wallace.
I mean, I know he wanted to box, but he punched.
Really sat down on a shot. And that is Armenian, which Wally will interpret shortly.
He said, you can say that again, Nick.
And you did it without your dictionary. I'm very impressed. Michael Buffer will make this one very official, as if Vanes Martirosyan didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute, 34 seconds of the very first round. The winner by knockout victory, this U.S. Olympian, still is undefeated as a professional from Glendale, California. Vanes, the Nightmare Martirosyan.
Oh, yeah. What a rock-solid performance. Another first-round KO as Vanes Martirosyan absolutely put everything together. He's 17-0, 12 KOs, and we're back with more right after this. Stay with us ringside here in Las Vegas. It's fight night on Versus.